Good morning, year 9s. I know you're keeping fine, I know you're keeping well, or at least I hope you are. I don't know if I can actually trust you, Marcos or Raul, but anyway, I hope you're washing your hands, I hope you've kept on working, I'm sure you're spending some quality time with your families, and I'm really happy for you. As you can see, I am still here, I am still at school. I'm coming into work every day just for you, so I hope that you repay my effort and putting myself at risk for you with doing a lot of work. Yes, even you, Bernard. Having said that, there's actually some really positive things about this. I don't have to listen to Lucia yapping away all the time, or, well, you know, just watch Alejandro not do any work. I'm hoping that by being at home now, he's actually going to start. Anyway, so, we're going to start a new topic today. This is very tricky, simultaneous equations, okay? Simultaneous equations. And we've got a double period today, so I'm going to start from the very basics, okay? The first bit is going to be super simple. This is not what you're going to get in the exam, but we need to get the basics sorted, okay? So, let's get started. Right, here, you've got a normal equation, alright? 3x minus 2 equals 12. Each and every one of you should be able to solve that equation. So write it in your books and pause the video and have a go at answering it now. Okay, hopefully you've got an answer and you've done something like this. You move the minus 2 to the other side, and we know that when we move numbers or variables to the other side, they do the opposite. So the minus 2 becomes a plus 2, so 12 plus 2 is 14, and now I need to move the 3 to the other side. What operation is the 3 doing here? It's multiplying, so when it goes to the other side, what happens? That's right, it divides. So x equals 14 over 3. Your answer could be a fraction, so just leave it as a fraction. Please remember, don't try to change it into a decimal. A fractional answer is perfectly fine, that's okay. If you got this wrong, you have to refresh your mind, okay? Alright, there's a simple equation with only one variable that all of you should be able to solve, okay? So, nothing new there, no surprises. Okay. Let's now look at this equation here. 2x equals y. Can we actually solve that equation? Can we actually find the values of x and y that will solve this equation? Have a think about it. Pause the video, have a think. Press play in a few seconds. Okay, some of you may have thought, cannot solve it, I don't know how to do it. Some of you may have thought, well, if y equals 2x, x could be 1, and then y would be 2. And yeah, that works. If x is 1, y is 2. But equally, x could be 2, and therefore y would be 2 times 2, 4. Y would be 4. But then, x could be 20, and 20 times 2 will make it 40. So here we've got infinite solutions, okay? And infinite solutions is almost as good as having no solutions, because which one do we choose? So, this is when, this is why, sorry, when we have an equation with two variables, two unknowns, two things we don't know, we need a second equation to solve it. So, we've got this situation here. So 3x plus y equals 8, and I need a second equation with x and y in order to solve it. Okay? Are you with me? So you will see these two equations together. You always need two equations if you've got two things that you don't know, two variables, two unknowns. Okay? Now, steps to solve simultaneous equations. Number 1. Find out of the two variables of which one have you got the same amount of? How many x's have I got in the first equation? 3. How many x's have I got in the second equation? 5. So that's not the one I'm looking for. How many y's have I got here? I've got 1 y. How many y's have I got here? 1 y. Awesome. So if I have the same amount of y's, I am going to get rid of the y. I am going to eliminate the y, and that's why this method is called the elimination method, because we're going to get rid of the y first. Okay? So step number 1, find out of which variable you've got the same amount of. Write it down. Step number 2, look at the sign of the variable that you have the same amount of. So let's look at the sign on the y's. And this is the rule that you need to learn. If the signs are the same, you're going to subtract the equations. You're going to take one away from the other. If the signs are different, then you're going to add the equations. We're going to do an example of each, don't worry. Let's go back a step. If the signs are the same, you're going to subtract the equations. And if they are different, you're going to add them. These two signs are the same. So we're going to, that's right, we're going to subtract the equations. Now, I could take this away from that, but I will get negative numbers. And working with negative numbers is a little bit trickier, you can make more mistakes. So it's okay, it's perfectly fine to change the order of the equations. You can put one on top of the other, that doesn't matter. So I'm going to put this one up here. So 5x plus y equals 10. And then I'm going to erase that there. Are we happy? I haven't done anything, just put one on top of the other. And now, because the signs are the same, I am going to take away one equation from the other. 5x, take away 3x, 2x. Okay? Positive y, be careful with the signs, bear that in mind. Positive y, take away positive y, 1, take away, that's 0, so we've eliminated the y, and then 10 take away 8, well done, is 2. So now I've got this equation here, very simple. If 2x equals 2, x must be 1. Have we finished? No, we have not finished, because when you've got simultaneous equations, you need to find the x and the y value, okay? So you take that x value that you found, you choose any of the two equations, it doesn't matter which one, you could do one or the other, it does not matter, and you're going to substitute the value of x into one of the two equations. I am going to choose the first equation, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to take this and substitute it into there. 5x, but we know that x equals 1. So instead of 5x, I'm going to write 5. Plus y equals 10. Still here. If 5 plus y equals 10, y must be 5. It's got to be. And now I have finished. Now I found my x, I found my y. And I can check that my answers are correct, because if I substitute x and y in the two equations, these two equations must be true. The numbers must come up right. Let's check it out. 5x, 5 times 1, 5. Plus y, plus 5, equals 10. That works. Here, 3x, 3 times 1, 3. Plus y, which is 5, 8. It works, that's my check, I know I am right. That's example number 1. Pause it, rewind, watch it again, make notes, take it easy. Example number 2. Almost done with the video. 2 simultaneous equations, 2 unknowns. Again, step number 1, what was it? Of which variable do I have the same amount? X's or Y's? Correct. I've got the same amount of X's. Step number 2, check the signs of the X. Are they the same or are they different? One is positive, one is negative. They are different. And we said that when the signs are different, what are we going to do? Add. We are going to add. So I'm going to take these 2 equations and I am going to add them together. Positive X add negative X, so that's 1 plus minus 1, well that's 0. So I've eliminated the X. Minus 6 add positive 3, please tell me that you got negative 3y. And then minus 2 add minus 7, oh god, this is where it gets painful. Negative 2 add negative 7, minus 9. And now I need to take the minus 3 to the other side. What's the minus 3 doing here? It's multiplying, so y equals minus 9 divided by minus 3. Minus divided by a minus is a plus, 9 divided by 3, 3. Have I finished? No, well done. Why? Correct, because I need to find the X. So what did we do? We took this and we substituted into any of the 2 equations. Doesn't matter which one you want to substitute it in, I'm going to choose the first one because the X doesn't have a negative sign, that's going to make my life easier. So I'm going to take this and plug it into there. X is X. Minus 6y is minus 6 times 3, minus 18 equals minus 2. So x minus 18 equals minus 2. Move the minus 18 to the other side. I get 18 minus 2. X equals 16. Hopefully I've got that right. Substitute the 2 values in there to check that the answers work. So 16 minus 18 is minus 2. Minus x, so minus 16 plus 3y, minus 16 plus 9 is minus 7. Is that right? Yes. So I finish. Those are my answers. That is solving simultaneous equations by elimination at the most basic. So practice that, and then we'll come back later to turn the screws a little bit, make it a bit more complicated. Watch the video as many times as you need. Pause and rewind there, work through the examples. I believe in you, you can do it, but you need to work. Good luck, I'll see you later. Bye.